Surprise, Sade! What to do, y'all? This is our first podcast. What are we going with? Got caught thinking. Got caught thinking. Episode 1. I'm the boy Louis D.
It's your boy Caesar.
Ocho, the video game.
Danley or Daniel. I don't know if you want to call me Daniel or Danley.
Dan. Alright. So, how was y'all's New Year's?
It's pretty good.
Not too bad.
What'd y'all do?
Sleep. I didn't think we'd make it till midnight.
You didn't think you were gonna make it till midnight?
Yeah, it's like around 10. Oh, we left like
I said no. Where you going?
like 11:30.
Were both of y'all together? Like y'all were here?
Yeah, we were on our way back from Johnson.
No, yeah, we were just.
Oh, I brought mine in at the church. Same we do every year. Didn't do much after that. I was tired though. Like I was translating for pastor, and by the time it hit 11, about 11, I was falling asleep. As soon as it ended, I just wanted to go home. I haven't done much.
Yeah.
What about you, Caesar? What you do for New Year's?
So with the family, just saying what you have, something to eat, hang out for a while until 12, and then hang out a bit after. Nothing much. Too big.
Cool. Alright, so this is going to be a podcast that we're hopefully going to just get together, talk, chop it up, random topics that matter, topics that don't matter. You're going to get opinions from 4 people who get caught thinking all the time.
All 4K?
All 4K. Yeah, and hopefully we'll upload this to our YouTube channel. We're hoping to have gaming on our YouTube channel, all kinds of different stuff. We just like to chill.
Some Minecraft, maybe.
Minecraft,
Call of Duty. You know, we like to
something
mix
like-
it up a bit. You know, we're keeping it fancy.
Okay.
Spider-Man?
It do be going hard though. Have y'all played it?
No. Have you played
I
anyone?
haven't. Which one? The Miles Morales one or the?
Either one. No.
Guess who's bought the Miles Morales?
Do you play it?
It's nice.
He played it.
You
I
don't
think he
play it?
finished it already. I didn't. I didn't have time to.
Have y'all into like superhero games? Yeah, it's nice.
It's got a good
I'm
story.
not into super.
Yeah, it's a nice story.
Oh.
Nice
You
action.
know which game did bang though? X-Men. I forgot which game it was, but we played
like
X-Men
PS2?
one, PS2.
Oh,
the older ones?
Yes, those old X-Men games were great.
It was on PlayStation?
True.
Yeah.
Was it the one that was kind of like a, what are those called? Platforms?
RPG? What do you mean?
No,
The one I'm talking
it
about, I think
wasn't
it was
a
a
platform,
platform
no.
where you go like left to
No.
right.
No, it's not like that. No.
That's an X-Men.
Yeah, that's old. Yeah, that's
That
old.
one-
That's
That's all I
old.
remember.
Yeah,
That's
That's the one I remember.
That's the only one I remember too.
Yeah, now you can get like a player. It was like a third person, and you like walk around and you do stupid things.
I
You got caught with
that.
one
never
Colossus.
played that one. The platform
The
one,
Incredibles.
and then the one they had on the little arcade games, like at Fiesta.
Fiesta.
Y'all never played the little arcade games at Fiesta?
At Walmart, whenever that speeds up.
Yes,
Oh,
I did.
Yeah, Fiesta had a. I think it's Fiesta.
Yeah, I mean his name Fiesta, bro.
It's like a little. It's like a little hidden. It's a little sketchy. It's a little sketchy corner in Fiesta with like video games on there.
You have to know the secret code to get it.
It's right next to where they
This is
sell
the
like
employee's break room. Louis, you walking in the wrong door.
Okay, all right. Well, first topic I had for us was COVID vaccines. I'll kick it off, but really just kind of wanted to get a feel or thoughts on what y'all think about the vaccines. So I'm a probation officer, and my supervisor actually called me last week. Yeah, she called me last week and told me that we're considered first responders, and so the COVID vaccine was available for us. And she said, "Don't feel obligated. You don't have to take it, but we're making it available to you guys and wanted to see, who all wants to take it." And this was literally, it might have been a week or a few days before they started going like on the news with like the nurses that were taking them. Like the first people to take them.
Yeah.
And so she asked me, "Are you interested?" I said no. I said no. Just because, I want to say maybe I'm not fully informed about it, but the little information I do know, it just, I don't feel comfortable with it.
Because it's gonna affect you, or because it's not gonna do anything?
Because I have no idea if it's gonna do something or not. I mean, like, I think about the flu, AIDS, HIV, all these different diseases that some of them have vaccines, and they've been working on them for years, and they still haven't perfected them. And they're always learning new things, new long-term side effects. And since COVID came out in 2019, I don't think there's any way of knowing if a vaccine will have some
Especially
long-term.
under like a year and everything.
Exactly.
Real fast.
That's how I feel.
They got it because they were working on the SARS thing. Because SARS was already a thing, and someone was like, they connected it SARS it's like a COVID-19 is like the variation of SARS. So they just got the vaccine from SARS and just worked on it.
They worked on that one.
Yeah, because it was already a vaccine for SARS. So like they were already working on it. So it's just they just piggybacked off of that.
But does it matter that I guess COVID would be like a different variation of it, or that we don't know as much about?
Well, yeah. Well, I mean, still now there's like the vaccines are not like 100% effective, and they don't know like the side effect and stuff.
I had seen like memes that were like, saying like, if you ask for free water at restaurants, don't worry about the vaccine.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It like I don't know how I feel about it. I don't feel strongly against it, but I guess I'm a little more selfish with it. I'm like, if you're asking me to take it, I'd rather not.
There's something
Like,
fishy
I'd
going on.
rather I shouldn't be at the forefront of humanity.
I am not important enough.
So
And therefore, they try to kill me.
It's crazy because I work in a clinic and there's patients that come back in and out.
Yeah.
And they haven't told us anything about it. So, like.
Yeah. What? Are you a first responder?
Well,
If you work at a clinic, I don't think you're a
I don't
first
think
responder.
so, but still.
Yeah.
Well, security is first responders, right?
I think they are considered first responders too. But it's crazy. I said no. I didn't feel comfortable about it. I don't feel like I know enough about the topic. I don't feel comfortable taking a vaccine when I don't know that much about it and when I'm questioning it. And not only that, but I had seen videos, and I'm not sure on their authenticity, but I've seen videos already of people having side effects. I've seen videos of people having Bell's palsy, getting Bell's palsy afterward. Yeah, and I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it.
Would you think you would regret it if you, like, let's say at the end of the year and you were like, they found out more stuff about the vaccine and you're like, well, I had the opportunity to take it and I didn't take it.
Like if I'm
Like once they come out later and it's like, oh, the new vaccine is like, it's like the flu shot. It's basically you get sick.
Like every year?
There's 3 shots. You gotta take like 3 different shots of COVID. You take one.
I thought it was 2.
2 weeks. I think it's 2.
Alright.
Like 2 weeks later, you gotta take another one. And like
Yeah.
let's say, like there were no like side effects, or it's just like the flu shot, and it actually helps.
and now it's scarce and you can't really get a hold of it.
Yeah, and I was like,
I don't think I would. And I mean, maybe I'm downplaying the virus. I've gotten infected. I had it back in 2 days ago. I
Have not yet tested negative.
had it back in July, and I mean I've told you guys about it. When I first got it, the moment I woke up, I knew I had it. It was just the sickest I've ever felt. I felt horrible, and it only lasted. That horribleness only lasted about 2-3 days max, and then it wore off for the most part. I felt like, well, I mean, I'm young. My immune system, I feel, was strong enough to fight it off. I felt like crap, but I didn't feel like I didn't have any of the major symptoms. I didn't feel like I was gonna die. I didn't feel like I couldn't breathe. I didn't feel like like it was anything that was gonna cause any long term effects. And I've known people that tell me that have had it months ago and they've gone through it and they still have lasting effects.
Oh,
to it.
yeah.
So maybe I'm downplaying it, but I feel like even later on, if they tell me, oh, well, the vaccine is scarce and it's safe, and now, everybody's trying to get it, I feel like I would feel like, well, I'll just get it when it's available. I went through it once. I'm pretty sure I can go through it again. Hopefully I don't die. I mean, if I were to get it, God forbid.
I feel like your immune system will
How
be
would you?
more stronger
Okay, but
though.
like I feel like it's more of a responsibility thing. Because let's say you have the virus and you're carrying it around, and you get other people sick. I mean, it seems like you said other people have, people have actually been in the hospital, so I feel like it'd be more responsibility maybe nothing gonna happen to me, but I wouldn't want to spread the virus around to someone that could.
To get okay.
Because I said the vaccine is like, well, I mean, I don't know, but I'm sure it would help like to prevent spreading it.
Yeah.
So I mean, I don't know. I feel like it's more of a responsibility thing.
I mean, who knows? I mean, because I've heard people or them say that after the vaccine and everything, you still gotta wear a mask. But how long is that going to be until we have to not wear masks anymore?
I think you're saying like
When's
they
gonna get to that
said,
point?
well, you get the vaccine and you still have to social distance, wear a mask.
Yeah.
You can still get it. You can still give it to people if you got it. I don't know. There was a bunch of stuff on it, but I don't know. I feel I'm not one of those people that is just up and about everywhere.
Yeah.
I try to live my life accordingly. I'm not gonna say I'm 100% quarantined all the time and just at my house and nowhere else, because I go to work, but in my workplace I'm like the only person there that has to go in. I go to church every Sunday and Friday, but when I'm there I make sure I'm covered up unless I'm up translating, which I have to take the mask off, but that's the only time I'll have it off. I feel like I take it as seriously as I can with the precautions.
But you already caught it.
Yeah, but I already caught it. But even then, I'm still taking precautions. I could be like, hey, I already caught it, so what the heck?
You just
I don't
said
care.
you're not taking the vaccine.
But I'm not taking the vaccine because not because I don't care about everybody else, but
Because
more
you don't have
because
enough information
I care
about
about myself, and I don't want to take it.
I don't want to start walking backwards by any chance. Like start walking backwards. Like,
I don't want it to have any bad effects on me, and I don't feel like I'm informed enough on it to feel comfortable taking it with my health. So,
do you see yourself taking it at some point though? The vaccine?
Maybe.
Well, because there's a new variant of the COVID, so now
There's like a new strain of it.
Yeah, the new strain. So they said that the vaccine might not even protect against that one because there's only like the first one.
So it's basically like
So there's
no
a second one
point
that
right
spreads
now.
even faster. So
Yeah.
I don't know, dog. That vaccine might not.
I mean, if they add it to like the vaccines that we're supposed to take,
yeah. Well, I mean, I think it would be like the flu shot.
hepatitis B, the flu, and
the
honestly,
flu
the flu
shot.
shot, I don't even get it off. I don't even get the vaccine for the flu shot often.
Yeah.
I don't get it at all.
Last time I got that was like 2 years ago.
Yeah. I actually never got it growing up that I can remember.
Other than
Up
school.
until these last 2 years, I've got it,
Yeah.
but only because they give it free at my job, and you can kind of just take a break from the job and be like, hey, if you're gonna go take the vaccine, take 30 minutes, take an hour off.
Yeah.
So I'm like,
They would do that constantly. They would like, you know how they have the clinic there?
yeah.
They would do free flu shots. So
Yeah.
ever since then, I was like, might as well get the flu shot.
Well, Sergio, what do you think about it? Would you take it
I don't know. I don't think so.
if it was available?
But it wasn't. It's not because of the side effects. It's just because I've never really. If it's not wrong with me, I'm gonna take no medicine for it. Not me. Oh man, I'm a man of culture.
Doesn't that sound more selfish when I said
Because
You basically said it kills different.
Like, it's not even.
I ain't got no symptoms.
Yo, you ain't.
I don't got no symptoms.
Have you gotten the virus?
No
Rob?
symptoms, just vibes.
Have I gotten the virus?
Have I gotten the virus? Nah, I got tested. No.
Yeah, we got tested. It was.
I haven't gotten tested, but I've never felt any type of symptoms or anything like that. So I never saw that.
I did get sick in January though, like sick. Like,
Now-
I thought it was the flu.
You?
Yeah, and I was like, it was worse than the flu because I like even if I had the flu, like I would try like be
What did you
fine
feel?
about it. It was like just weak and like a headache, but it happened for like a whole week. Like I even called off for work like,
Probably.
all week. Yeah, and I was like, that's actually pretty bad for me to call off for like a whole week of being sick. But then I feel like and then after that I didn't get the virus, so I'm thinking maybe I got the flu virus back in January and just because they said that the virus might have been brought to the U.S. way before.
Way early before they
what they said.
announced it. to everybody.
So and then I also did know a friend too that she was sick for about like 2 weeks too. Like and then same thing, like it was bad, hospital and stuff. But that was like back in January.
That's crazy though. It's been a whole year.
Whole year.
Whole year with this mess, and it doesn't seem to get back to normal anytime
Yeah, I
soon.
don't think it
A
will.
whole year,
Anytime soon.
and we got $600, which brings us to our brings me to our next topic. Stimulus checks. So When was it that we got the first one that was 1,200?
April. It was in April.
Like in April and March.
It was in April,
Yeah.
right? So it was like about a month into our quarantine.
Yeah,
Down back for
quarantine
about
was
a week.
in March.
Yeah, quarantine went in effect in March, and then April, which was about a month. At the
the
most,
first
a month and a half later, we got $1,200.
Yeah.
Then after that, May, June, July,
6 months.
About 8
August,
months,
September, October, November, December.
Yeah.
It's been 8 months,
Basically to the New Year.
and we get half.
No, what's crazy, I don't know if you've seen it, but today or last night, someone went to Nancy Pelosi's house, threw a pig's head and pig blood and was like, where's my money? Nobody gave my money?
There's something going down.
Somebody go back.
I think they did that in Mitch McConnell's house too. They gave my money, or like, where's my money?
But that man's half dead.
Yeah.
$600.
I saw they put graffiti on Nancy Pelosi's house. They just, man. But that's,
I guess it's just what's,
No, that's
they
Bro.
don't want to see us win.
but what's, they don't want to see us win. But what's the reasoning behind it? Because I know that we only got $600. I know that they were fighting for the 2,000.
Yeah.
And from the 99 to the 2000, she said, and that didn't go through. But what was the reasoning behind? Okay, you know what? It's been another 8 months since we've given a stimulus package.
Nothing.
Yeah.
They've been fighting for
Yeah.
the whole year.
Yeah,
What,
they've been fighting.
Literally the
what
whole-
made them come up with 600 when countries like Canada has been getting paid on the
Thousands.
month?
Yeah.
Literally
1,000
since
a
the
month.
12, since we got the 12,000 like burning, everybody's like saying higher, more. But
Yeah,
then
Bernie's
everybody's
saying
like, no. Well, the Republicans are like, no, we gotta
can't
do
give them
lower,
money.
It's gonna affect
lower.
us, blah, blah, blah.
And then they're like, okay, do it higher. No, and then the Democrats agree. They're like, okay, low. And then Republicans are like, no, we want to make it higher now because we want to help the people. And they're like, oh, well, we agree with this. And it's literally back and forth. Just like 600 or 1,000 or 2,000 or
Now,
100.
the money we're getting from the stimulus checks, is that new printed money, or are they pulling that money from somewhere?
I think it's
making new money, but it's just going to the debt. It's just adding to the debt that we have.
That's
That too.
okay. So could it be that
Thanos?
maybe they feel like if we print more money to give to every citizen,
that-
the
It
dollar's
loses
gonna
value,
lose its value like
Yeah.
exponentially?
Then
That's why
inflation.
they don't want
That's the excuse, but then again, the rich are getting richer. So
Yeah.
Facts.
that money that is going to rich should be going to us instead, and that's where that money it's being pretty much disappearing.
Yeah.
It's just there's literally going to their bank account, just sitting there, and to us, it's just like we have to make more, we have to print more money for ourselves.
Do you guys know anybody that's been like affected by like that have lost their income, that have to find ways to make money? Because I mean, they haven't even passed anything like along the lines of, you know what, relief for rent, for mortgages, or for bills. For
it had
anything.
expired, but then they renewed it, I think, with the new bill. But yeah, I know a lot of people, especially at my job, they cut a lot of people's jobs. And like, I know someone that like just had a baby too, and it's like they were cut from their job. They need to make money. They're trying to find overtime, and it's like there's nothing
no
there.
money.
There's no one hiring. Every places are closed. No one's hiring. No one's even trying to get new people.
And there's
because
thousands of people
COVID.
still unemployed.
Yeah,
which
and
is crazy.
unemployment is like, most of the things now is like they're working from home or
See,
businesses.
Well, because this is more or less like everything else. Like say with the energy, like they're like air energy, the windmills or whatever, and they're like a lot of people are like, no, that's causing too much, damage in the environment or too much crap, or like it's losing jobs because the oil industry is going on or whatever. But then people don't think about it. It's also creating jobs. It's also people building the wind farm, people owning that land that stay on there. Like there's also benefits to things, but people always look at the negative, and it's like the stimulus thing is like, oh, we're giving people money. It's like, no, you're literally putting money back into the economy. It's
So-
like that money that the rich are putting in their bank, it's keep coming back to us, so we can spend it on that.
But I don't know if you saw the video with Texas, like the food banks and stuff. Like there was cars like for miles.
I
like,
seen
food
that.
banks. And it's like, bro, like, and that was in Thanksgiving, and it's like still like unemployment rates are still going up. People are still losing their jobs. I don't know even like, and the Mitch McConnell, like they wanted to pass that bill with like companies can't get fired for putting their employees at risk, and like people aren't getting paid for sick leave, because I know our company isn't paying people, and there's people losing for like weeks being out, and they don't have nothing to pay their bills.
And they think 600 is enough.
And they think 600 is, they think that's more. They just like, oh, they're just gonna go buy TVs. But it's like, bro, there's people really are struggling, behind on bills, adding more to their debt. And as you haven't paid them in 6 months in a virus that we can't control, $600, that's a slap in the face, bro.
Yeah.
To the American people, especially people that have been paying their taxes for all these things. So like, well, you're not.
Oh, you get 600, bro. I'm
Yeah.
sorry, that's all you get.
Your money is not.
And meanwhile, the rich keep getting rich.
Yeah, like they're giving out bailouts to these companies, like millions of dollars. Like they're not even paying taxes, and we're paying taxes, but they get the bailout, but we don't.
And the thing is, they're getting bailouts for like certain amount of employees, but we all know they don't have that many employees anymore. Like they're getting millions and billions of dollars because they have all these like small companies or small buildings or whatever. But half of those things aren't being used right now. They're giving them money for no reason because they're not open or whatever. They're not they're not making the same profit that they once was. So there's no point for them to keep making more money. And instead of them like coming up with new solutions like a video crap or what's like networking, instead of being inside a freaking building, bringing everybody together, sitting down, doing nothing.
No, you mean like
Except
opening
work
up,
at
new
home?
jobs?
Exactly. Yeah, like that. It's like looking at two different options. Yeah, it's like if you're close one way, because a lot of companies really don't need an office, really don't need a building,
No.
really don't
Work
need any of
from
that.
home.
Yeah.
A lot of people, yeah.
And so if the companies would actually invest into that instead of, oh, we have to get back to normal, we have to bring people back, we have to work 9 to 5. It's like, well, how about we work with people working at home from now on instead? How about
It
we
does save
work
money,
better?
though. But also, well, I'm saying because I work at the IT company, a lot of they're actually they're selling the thing to go telemarketing out in other countries. So like people are losing jobs because like they can, if they can do their job from home, then they can
Then
pay someone
anybody else
less.
can.
They can pay someone less
Yeah.
and find those companies out in other countries. So that's what sucks too.
That's crazy.
But also, do you think working from home is better than going to an office and working?
Yeah.
I think it varies. Honestly, I feel like
With productivity.
And this is no shots at like people who are working from home or like working from home. Don't get me wrong, I like working from home, but if I'm honest, the biggest reasons I like working from home, it's less hassle because I can literally just roll out of bed and sit at my desk, do some work. There's really no supervision or management, so half of the time,
Naked.
I'm
Butt naked.
So, half of the time as long as I get my work done, I just go about doing whatever else I want. It does make it easier to procrastinate, and it makes it more comfortable. If you're comfortable in your position, if you have a job and you're comfortable with it and you really don't have
Ambition.
not necessarily ambition, but you don't have really motivation or a desire to go anywhere or move up in the near future, then it's cool because you're just like, well, I'm just here doing the same job every single day. But when you want to do something else or you want to go further and you want to do more, you start realizing, okay, this is unproductive. And if you don't have the discipline to do it, it can really just turn into more of a handicap.
A routine.
Yeah, and more of a routine.
Well, because I've seen that a lot on like TikTok with the kids going back to school and stuff. It's like you see how they're always asleep on the freaking cam, or they're doing something else, or they shut it off and just do something else. It's like you can see the same thing doing at work. It's like instead of doing your work,
Adults will do
yeah, exactly. Yeah,
yeah.
what I mean is like you're gonna run into that routine that you're like, oh well, nobody's watching, so I could just do this, and then runs into something bigger and bigger.
Yeah. So I feel like it has its pros and cons. To me, personally, if I'm being honest, it has more cons.
I think it would also depend on the job itself.
Yeah.
If it's just like answering phones, and as long as you answer your phone, like, what
You
else,
do it. It don't matter.
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Like, but if it's like, you have to like focus on a person, or like you have to do this, and you have to do homework on it or whatever.
And I would imagine it having big pros for like, and I'm saying it because I'm single, no kids, but I can imagine people who have kids, it's probably more pros to where they can, you know what, I can get my work done and I can handle what I need to do around the house.
Yeah.
Especially with
minus
kids.
my commute, you know, minus all this stuff.
Yeah.
Especially kids having school at home, they can help out their kids
Yeah.
at the same time.
Yeah.
But as if
That's
you
a
got
pro,
good kids,
but
that's if you got good kids though.
Then again, the
They
whole
just wanna get out
family
the
at
house,
work,
yeah.
I mean at home.
Yeah, some people just be like, I just want to get out the house. I know my coworker, he's like, because he was quarantined for 2 weeks because his son had it, and he was like, he just wanted to get out the house.
Man. Okay, well that's enough talk about COVID and stimulus.
hold on. Whenever they signed the bill for the COVID vaccine thing and relief thing, I read somewhere that they also had this thing where it came in the bill. It was like 180-day countdown, and from there the government's gonna release UFO disclosures, like straight up,
Oh.
like it's part of the bill.
They just like threw that in there.
Yeah.
Well, they throw
They're like
everything
the first
in
thing,
bills,
like,
bro. They throw
countdown.
everything in bills.
But hey, we're gonna give them $600. And also, you know, we found aliens, but
We'll give you that 180 days.
we know that you're not gonna waste enough time to spend the $600.
That's how they distract the public, bro. The government.
it do be.
That's crazy. Like, why would they put that in there? And like a specific amount of days, also 180 days. That's like what, 5-6 months?
That's when
From
it
now?
doesn't show up.
That's the government's mixture with media. It's just
Yeah.
they've been doing that. I
That's
noticed
crazy.
at the start of COVID. I remember once like COVID started hitting big and all the storylines were, you know, the numbers and everything. They casually like threw in an article of I think it was either the Navy or an Army base releasing UFO footage and information that they've had for years. That it's like, hey, you know,
And now
here's
that they're
videos of people at an
Yeah.
Army base, soldiers seeing what we think might be UFOs flying and hearing all these different noises, and it's like, hey, just throw that in there.
Like out of all the years, they decided on that year.
Yeah,
with all
'cause
that
it's-
stuff going on.
Man,
Easy distraction, but you know.
okay.
Wait, did the celebrity videos help anybody?
Celebrity videos?
Yeah. Them trying to tell you guys to stay home and.
Ain't no one looking at celebrities.
The right celebrity had to tell me though.
Like the thing is, like it's so.
If Betty White ain't say it, I ain't gonna do it. I'm just
I
letting
think
y'all
in the
know.
beginning of the year, I think in like 2020 when everyone was quarantined, they realized how like we don't even need celebrities. Like I think they're just mad, like upset. It's like, yo, we're
Well, because now it's the not media, but like YouTube and streaming and all
Yeah.
that stuff.
All that's going up,
Yeah,
as in
Podcasting.
careers,
podcast.
which is crazy.
no influencers, social media.
Louis D encourages you to stay home.
Look at
I want you
Only you
to stay home.
get the rent forest fires. By staying home. Hey, look what was happening in California earlier last year.
With the
The
fires,
fires,
yeah.
I forgot
There's
about
so
that.
much
You mean
that's happening.
Australia fires too.
Australia,
Like,
yeah.
man.
World War III?
What? That was like the first like 3 days. It was like World War III.
Man. Okay. Enough serious talk for
Yeah.
the moment. So I pulled up a few questions that I'd like to ask you guys individually. So we'll go one at a time, and they're would you rather questions. And this is more like on the lighthearted side, but it's also kind of deep, depending on what your reasoning is for your answer. So I will ask each one of you a would you rather question. Give your answer only to the person I ask. Give your answer to that question and your reasoning behind it.
So you're telling me there's a chance I might get canceled?
You're gonna get canceled. Episode 1, you're gonna get canceled.
Got time thinking.
You go.
Okay, which one do you want to go first?
I go first.
Okay. All right, Daniel. Would you rather spend the next 5 years in prison or spend the next 10 years in a coma? And why?
5 years in prison.
Why?
Cause I can.
Live.
Yeah.
Because you can
Because I mean, I don't know. 'Cause if I'm in a coma, like 10 years just pass by like that. I mean, I feel like.
Yeah.
And then you just wake up in a totally different reality, And in prison, I can kind of like still keep up with like reality while also. I mean, I don't know.
If you want
I don't know. I mean, I don't know about prison, but I feel like it'd be an experience, something that I can learn from.
Oh, you think it's just an adventure? That
No, it's not an adventure, but I'd rather make the best out of it than being in the coma. If I had to choose between the two, I mean, a coma seems.
Okay, well, think about this to that. Would it affect your future in any ways? Because you being in prison for 5 years would mean you're a felon.
Yeah.
Would that affect what you want to do in the future? If you put that into play? Because for felons, it's
like
I'm not sure you're gonna get the career or the job exactly that you want.
True.
I think that would be the negative from prison as opposed to coma. Coma, you wake up 10 years later and it's like, wow, 10 years have gone by, but you didn't do anything wrong.
Except
It's not 10 years of your life.
And not only that, but you will have to spend those 5 years in prison.
Yeah.
I mean,
Either way, you're gonna lose time of your
And
life.
I think in prison, you can
try to stay out of trouble in prison, but you can try to
I
stay.
programs in like prison, like and try and like I don't know about prison. I mean, I've never been. I don't know much about it.
really?
Or I could have libraries and stuff like that. Something to keep me occupied. Or
It'll keep you occupied. I think the biggest negative
From
would be
my
that-
experience on 60 Days In.
scared straight.
I think the biggest thing about it, I mean, you will be able to be productive. You could probably even get a degree while you're in there.
Yeah.
But the biggest thing about it would be you're going to be a felon for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
So you'll have 5 extra years. Well, actually, you'd have 10 extra years because when you're in a coma, you can't do anything.
Yeah.
You'll have 5 years of productivity in prison
Yeah.
and an extra 5 years out, but you'll be a felon.
Yeah.
And if that interferes with your career path or your plan or what you want to do, if that interferes with the person you might want to meet, like, hey, I was in prison for 5 years.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
I don't know. But I don't think being in prison really isn't like that. I don't really think that matters.
And who's to know what's to happen in prison?
Exactly. That's the thing.
You might get shanked in there.
Yeah, a lot of stuff happens. Maybe that's the thing. I don't
So
know.
my cousin went not prison, but jail. I forgot for what. He was there for like at least 6 days. He got beat up on the second day back.
He ain't made it past that third day.
He got beat on the second day.
What did he do?
Nothing. Nothing. He said he was chilling,
Bro,
bro.
just walking and it just stopped. Yeah, hey. I mean,
I mean,
5 years.
I mean, I guess whenever there's new people, you got
And I mean, there's people that are like serving like a lot of life sentences.
life, and they don't even
And
care
they
no
don't
more.
care.
They're like, hey, bro, let's just beat this guy up. Just got, I have nothing else to do.
Dang, yeah. But the coma, I feel like that's 10 years wasted though. Don't you feel you wasted 10 years of your life?
I mean, who's...
You already wasted 23 years.
How many people... How many people do you know that's been in a coma for that long? I mean,
I don't even think I've known anyone.
Who's to say you won't wake up from the coma and you have a story to tell? You might write a book. You might be on
I saw Dark.
Ellen.
And I woke up, it was all a dream.
You know what will suck though if you're in a coma and you can feel every second pass by.
That, you know what that
That
reminds
was
me of?
suck.
This is completely off topic, but I just finished watching Dr. Stone. Well, I didn't finish watching it, but I started it. Have you seen Dr. Stone?
No, I heard of it though. The guy's like 170 years old. The green guy?
Have you seen it? Oh, you've seen it, right? You remember the first episode when he wakes up out of the stone cocoon he was in, and he's asked, what were you doing that whole time? Because he was conscious.
Oh,
and he said, I was
counting.
counting. I was counting because I knew that I needed to get out of this
How many years?
stone cocoon around springtime, because if I got out in winter and there's nothing around me, I'm gonna be dead. So he said he was counting second by second the whole time he was in. So that'd be crazy. Okay, so you're sticking with your answer of you would rather spend 5 years in prison.
Yes.
Okay. All right, Sergio.
Gotta take this.
Ocho. Would you rather
Hello?
be extremely underdressed?
He already is.
From here on out, from here to the rest of your life, every event, everywhere you go, you will be extremely underdressed, or you will be extremely overdressed.
Under.
Under?
I don't like being hot.
Imagine your wedding date. Your wedding day, you're gonna be wearing
Dollars. Tank top. Almost gonna be wearing a tank
Would you be
top.
okay with that?
Yeah.
Your mom's funeral, you're gonna show up with a wife beater.
Is it gonna be black though?
A black one.
I mean,
Oh god.
gotta show my respects.
My boy got a do stain on the bottom.
Okay, and why? So underdressed or overdressed for the rest of your life, and why?
Under, because that's been my life the whole life. I don't really like to dress up, so I know for a fact that I wouldn't want to be keep
Every day.
up. Yeah, it's too much. So yeah,
Respect.
I'd rather be lazy and
Just
be
wear whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, for future job interviews and everything too, you're gonna be underdressed.
So
So,
if they want me,
We're not gonna
hey,
get
hey, you know
Who
what?
doesn't care?
no, but yeah, I mean, I've never really been into fashion. So.
This man doesn't fear anything. My boy say he wear a black tank top to his mom.
It's an interview with Google and shows up in the Attack on Titan shirt. Oh jeez. All right. Caesar, would you rather get away with every lie
I already
you tell? Get away with every lie you tell, but you believe every lie that's told to you,
Mm-hmm.
or always know when someone is lying to you,
You know, it's the
but always have to tell the truth.
always have to tell the truth and always know when somebody lying.
Okay.
It benefits you.
You only know when people are lying to you,
Yeah.
not to other people.
Yeah.
But you have to tell the truth
Every single
about everything. Yeah.
Yeah.
When
Yeah,
asked.
straight with that.
The whole truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
I swear.
That's
So,
like
so you don't have to explain, but in your life, have you ever lied about something so deep or so crazy because the truth would just completely ruin a situation or a relationship?
Yeah. I
Okay.
lied to save things.
Okay,
Like-
now can you imagine not being able to do that ever again?
Well, I mean, it's the truth. It hurts. It hurts. If
It
the
is
truth
what it
is
is.
it, bro. Like, that's not my problem. It's the truth.
So are you doing it more because you don't care about telling the truth, or like you would rather just tell the truth all the time,
I'd rather
or are
just-
you doing it more because you would like to know when somebody's lying to you?
He
Both,
just doesn't want to
actually.
be lied to anymore. He's
Yeah,
just hurt.
exactly.
We've been through enough.
Nah. I mean, tell the truth.
Stop the cap.
Tell the truth, because I mean, it's just the easiest way to get it out. It's
Yeah.
the truth. I mean, there's nothing to hold back, and if you lie to me, bro, I'm just smacking you in the face. Why lie to me for that?
Man. So imagine you show up late to your job one day, and let's say you've shown up late a bunch of times before, and your boss tells you you better have a good reason why you're late or you're fired. And instead of you being able to come up with a lie, you're gonna tell them, I was up till 3 a.m. playing Overwatch.
Funny thing though.
And on TikTok.
Funny thing is, last week on Monday, I showed up pretty late. I was like, hey, bro, I slept in. I'm not gonna lie. Man, don't do it next time.
Now when you do it next time, you won't be able to.
I'm not gonna be there. I mean, I told them it is what it is.
Okay.
But I'm
Gotta take your L's.
Okay.
can't
Daniel.
win everything.
What?
You know that one for you?
Hey,
No,
bro.
because I'm.
No, I want to hear one for you.
For the next time,
I want to hear one for you.
For the next time, we'll do it for me.
Would you rather wear a hat or a beanie, and why?
I think the answer's pretty clear, dog.
There you go.
Next question. Okay, Daniel. Would you rather? I like this one for Daniel. Would you rather never be able to go out during the day, or never be able to go out during the night for the rest of your life?
It's just simple.
Go out at night.
Not?
You would rather
not go out at night.
never be able to go out at night.
No.
So as soon as the sun sets, you
At
can't go
5:30.
out.
5:30. I can't go out. Yeah.
So you can't work second shift. You'd have to work morning
Morning
shift.
shift,
Yeah,
straight
wherever.
EDs,
Does that count at night? Like, cause let's say I leave at 6, or is it only with sunlight?
Sunlight.
Sunlight night?
Sunlight.
So that would make it harder though, like finding a job and stuff. But if I only leave at night, then I can only work the night shift too.
Yeah.
So then I'll take the day.
I believe that to the side though, just in general, like without
Yeah.
jobs, without anything.
Oh
in
yeah,
general.
day, because I mean, there's more productive. You can do more stuff during the day at night. I mean, most things, everything's closed at night.
Unless you Batman. You gotta pick that.
Hey. Fine crime and crime. Nah, just go through the day.
Oh,
At
so
night.
you'd rather never be able to go out at night?
Yeah, why?
Oh well. See, you can only save one. Now this would be hypothetical to the future you.
What I mean?
This would be a question that's hypothetical now because it would refer to you in the future.
You think I'm
But
joking?
you can only save one person: your mother, your wife, or your daughter.
Oh, he mentioned your daughter, bro.
Like as in right now? Like
No,
I don't know
because
my
you
daughter,
know
I don't know my
future.
wife, or like in the future.
When you
No,
have,
to your
Yeah, when
future
I have
self.
my wife and
Yeah,
everything.
which is hard to say because I don't know how you'll
What
feel
time?
about your wife or
You make it
how you
better.
feel about your daughter.
Okay.
But let's, for sake of argument, let's just say.
You love all three equally.
No, not equally. You love your mom the way you do. You married a woman that you're in love with. It's your soulmate, the love of your life, and
You have a kid with him.
yeah, and you love your daughter.
Do I? Do I?
I mean, she's two.
Save one.
What'd she do?
And do the
she's black. Okay, that came out wrong. Yeah, not his daughter.
So I save one and the rest of them die.
Yeah, you can only save one. And why?
I'd say it's gonna sound goofy, my wife, because that's gonna be the person I'm gonna spend the rest of my life with, and not my mom, because she's gonna pass either way. My daughter, hey, bro, my daughter, I can have another kid. You know?
So you love your daughter.
Can you
In
know?
this scenario, you love your daughter. You would still.
what it is. I ain't paying for no crayons. I ain't paying for no crayons.
So you a simp is what you're telling me?
Hey.
I don't know, man.
That's a tough one.
I know this isn't my question, but I would say my daughter.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, my way of thinking is I love my mom to death. I don't know what I would do if my mom passed away.
Yeah.
But I know my mom wouldn't forgive me if I would let my wife or my daughter pass away because...
Yeah, but it's your life.
But how are they all dying at the same time though? That you can't
it's
respond.
just, it's just
No, but is it like hurtful? Like are they dying? Like is it this?
No, I mean, they'll pass away. Painless.
Who would you rather
I
survive
don't see why that
past
matters.
3 years?
Huh?
Say okay. Who would you rather live past 3 years of what number?
Okay, well, that's the reason why I wouldn't say my mother. The reason why I wouldn't say my wife would be because I guess I put myself in that position. If my wife had to choose between me and my son, I would want her to choose my child.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's not the question though.
That's kind of the thing.
I would want her to choose my child. So I would think that the woman that I married and love dearly would have those same feelings of you need to save our
But
child.
what if it was Pam BC?
Karen, man.
Oh.
Karen Filipino.
Oh.
Filipino.
I'm Filipino.
So I would say my daughter. But that's crazy. I thought you would say your daughter.
Yeah.
But you would
I don't know, it sounded kind of...
I don't think it's wrong because I think it's a question of morality for each person.
I mean, I don't know. It kind of seems like you're just looking at your kid as something like an object, though. I could just have another one, or like that seems kind of...
Am I wrong though?
I mean, you can have another wife.
It's a female. It's a daughter.
Yeah.
I think what I get from this question more is that you're a little simp.
Yeah.
You're simping a little bit.
Yeah, a little too hard. Not thinking of it.
Look, we're not everybody thinks the same, and that's why we're here.
Yeah.
And this is what the podcast.
We got caught thinking.
Caught thinking 4K. And don't think I'm a bad person because of that. I'm just a simp.
I guess you can't now since he said you can't.
Small police brought him.
Online.
Okay, Sergio, the last one's for you. Would you rather?
Look, babe.
Sergio's hard because he doesn't care. Anything or anyone. Get a little closer. Get a little closer.
Oh, they're just lonely.
Man, stop close, man.
All right, Sergio. Would you rather always have a dirty kitchen?
Oh God.
Always
Have
have.
you seen my kitchen? Have you seen it?
Would you rather always have a dirty kitchen or always have a dirty bathroom?
Have you been in my
That's a question to my
Okay,
back.
look, and by dirty,
Is somebody gonna clean my kitchen or restroom? Is that what you're saying?
and by dirty, I don't mean like, oh man, there's a lot of sinks in the kitchen. I mean like, there's dry. Like, have you seen Hood Meals on TikTok? That's what your kitchen would look like. And as in dirty bathroom, I mean like it's always like there's always toothpaste stains on the mirror.
Why is mine like throw up stuff?
There's always like toothpaste stains on the mirror.
Yeah,
There's always,
I get it. No, I get it. I get it.
Okay.
I get the question. I get it.
Okay.
Okay, we're there. I almost threw up. Yep.
Okay, so which one?
I would say, well, because whenever you mentioned like how dirty the kitchen was, and then I started thinking about like a dirty bathroom, and I know like whenever you walk into like a public restroom and you smell like piss.
You smell like
You know yourself smells like piss, so you try to go clean up.
You go out there like.
It's just free. So the kitchen, I hate the
Hey, hold
restroom
on.
smell.
Which restroom though? The main restroom or his restroom in the room?
Cause I got the
Both.
gas restroom that you can use
Both.
it.
both.
Yeah, I think the kitchen would be dirtier, but then again, cause
Everybody gonna be looking
You
at
know
it though.
it.
yeah, it's still public, but then the restroom is just. I don't think I'd be able to walk in there without freaking my stomach. turning.
I think this is one of the toughest questions because in one is all your personal hygiene.
Yeah.
That's where you're supposed to clean yourself and make sure you're clean. And the other one, that's the stuff you're putting in your body.
And then everybody gets to see the second one.
And then everybody gets to see it. I mean, they'll see the bathrooms too if they have to use them.
I guess.
But so which one and why?
I already told you.
I didn't.
Kitchen, because the restroom makes me throw up. Makes my stomach feel sad.
And you can just always eat out. Just make it easy.
Next topic. We're going to share our unpopular opinions.
I got one.
Now, this is only going to last it should only last a couple minutes per person. So each person is going to share an unpopular opinion that they have and the reason why they have the opinion. And then the other three are just going to let them know how stupid they are for having that opinion. Or they're going to try to make them sound stupid for their opinion.
Or maybe agree with them for some reason.
Or maybe agree with them.
Russ over here to get caught thinking.
I'm 4K. I'm 4K.
And I got caught thinking dot.
Okay, so I'll start. So I'll share my unpopular opinion, then I got about 30 seconds to explain why. My unpopular opinion is that coffee is nasty. It's trash. And this is why I think so. So for one, it doesn't have any nutritional value for a human. Like there's no benefit to your body as a human for drinking coffee. For two, people say they drink it to, I drink it early in the morning to stay up or late at night to stay up. I've worked with people that have told me that I'm on my 6th cup of coffee. Why? If it wakes you up, why are you on your 6th cup? That's a cap. The biggest cap I've ever heard. I drank like 7 cups of coffee. Then it's not working, bro. It's not working. Whatever you're drinking it for, it's not working. And the most important is it's nasty. It tastes nasty. I've heard a select few people say, I drink my coffee black with nothing in it. You're gross. And not only that, but you want to seem interesting because there's no way you enjoy drinking your coffee black. And it makes your breath stink.
What would you do that to
It
yourself?
makes your breath stink. Have you guys talked to somebody after they've had a cup of coffee in the morning?
Well, you gotta wear your mask.
But
It's stinking.
that's why they give waters with the coffee. So you can like.
And then the water just tastes like coffee. After you had a coffee, if you drink water, it just tastes like water
gotta
down
wash it
coffee.
out. Well, technically, you're supposed to have a drink of water after you drink the coffee. So
Why you gotta
water,
do all of
coffee,
this?
All right, so when do we get
If
back
it's,
to
if it's good, then why do you have to do this?
Because it's good. I don't know.
Okay. So what do you guys think?
I think.
I spoke fast.
Oh man.
Oh yeah, I mean, I don't know. I like coffee.
I would drink it like that, but I would drink it every once in a while just to
Yeah.
drink it with like something, like a bird song.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah,
that.
we
but
kinda grew up
not
with
like everyday stuff.
But you'll drink it with like cream and sugar.
Yeah, the good stuff.
The stuff that makes it good.
Yeah, what makes it taste
It depends, though.
which makes coffee enjoyable.
Because it could be like a trash cup of coffee. Like if you just get it from like a regular,
Every
drip,
cup of coffee is trash.
it tastes kind of different. Like the filter can be dirty.
Homemade
But you
is the
get,
best
a good cup
coffee,
of
I'm just saying.
Like I bought a French press and then we've been like I just drink it black because the beans taste good, but it just gotta be.
It's blatant.
It is an acquired taste though because it is bitter. It's coffee.
It's bitter. So
Yeah,
what bitter? What thing
Or
that's
just go
bitter
grab a
tastes
Red Bull
good?
from the gas station.
wine is bitter too. People drink wine.
Yeah, but people drink
Yeah,
wine.
but that's
for
different though.
Tea.
It-
People
it'll
put sugar in
get you
tea,
drunk or take-
and you put honey in tea.
Yeah, but it's not
Tea's
the same as
good.
coffee though.
Tea tastes like
Tea is
grass.
good.
It doesn't mess up your teeth.
Tea is
it doesn't
grass.
mess-
It stays your
It
teeth.
doesn't mess up your breath.
Yeah.
Tea
Look
is
at the
crap.
British.
And you don't necessarily always have to add so many things to tea to make it good.
Yeah, but it tastes nasty.
Yes, you can.
Tea?
Bro, tea's
Gross.
Tea's disgusting. Well, I like tea now, but coffee.
Forget
is
out.
better.
You know how many different kinds of tea? Tea is delicious.
No, tea is healthier,
Tea is, and it's healthier. It's better for you.
but coffee's just better. It wakes you up.
It's nasty. It doesn't wake you up.
Yeah, it does.
It doesn't. I think it's a mind thing.
I feel like it is because it doesn't do anything
It's
to me.
caffeine though.
I've had it before and been like, I have went and bought coffee before and showed it to the office like, hey, you know, I need my coffee to wake me
Look,
up.
most
I was tapping. Like, it didn't wake me up. It didn't help.
Only thing that it does to me.
I was studying for the gram. Like,
you got a coffee
Only thing
I
that
drink
it
coffee
does to
every
me,
once
it makes me freaking hot. Like I'm like, why is it so hot?
because
now?
it wakes you up.
It don't.
gives you
It don't
energy.
gotta make me sweat though. I'm sweating over here like. Like, bro, I should
The,
be
the,
in
one, I
trouble,
think
bro.
the biggest downside of coffee is the poop. I don't know. It just goes right through me, or it makes me go to.
it's never messed with me like that, but I've heard it messes with people like that's another reason. Like, why?
Why would you do
You can
that,
just
though?
you can have any different plethora of drinks. Why coffee?
Because it wakes you up.
It doesn't wake you up.
It wakes me up.
It was energy drinks wake you up.
But that's
would it be
not
because of the
sugar.
hot-
And it tastes better.
Heroin wakes you up.
But it's not
Cocaine makes you. Whoa. Okay, well, so that's fine.
Alright. Tupac is overrated. He's not the greatest rapper. He was just a good activist.
The youngling.
His
He's
music's kind of trash. I'm not gonna lie.
He is the youngest.
Kendrick is better than him. Hey, I don't make the rules. Kanye is better than him.
It is an unpopular opinion. Hey,
Super unpopular. I'm
Kanye-
saying that because his music wasn't that great. It was just what he did to the community was great.
What do you do to the community?
I don't know. That's why you overrated. That's why you overrated, bro. That's why you overrated. You ask anybody who's the greatest rapper ever, Tupac. Why? Because everybody says so. That's why. That's why.
I do think some people will say Tupac without really knowing his discography.
Yeah, that's why it's overrated. He's
But
overrated.
me have listened to Tupac. Tupac is great.
Yeah.
Tupac is great. Would I put him as my greatest? No.
Ooh.
To say Kendrick Lamar is greater than Tupac?
Yes.
Get out.
It's good. I'd say Kendrick is better than Tupac.
Y'all are
My man.
In what
But that's because
in
he's
what
young.
category?
Then we
Like,
don't really know. I mean, I
as a
personally,
lyricist,
I grew up with Kendrick.
as like vibes or what?
or just music in general.
Well,
The thing is,
music has so many
the thing
categories.
is because Tupac. I feel like Tupac is before my time. Well, because I mean, I'm old, but I mean, I'm from Mexico, so I don't think I've ever listened to Tupac stuff. And I wasn't really into it when I get into it, but I'm into Kendrick Lamar. But it's just like a personal opinion type thing. I didn't grow up on Tupac. You're from the Northeast, so I'm pretty sure you will kind of have some more like
I've
relativity
tried
to it.
I've tried listening to Tupac. I just
it's
can't
just
get
not a
into
thing.
it.
You sat there and you've listened to
I've
it?
tried
Yeah.
a whole album.
Okay, give me 3 Tupac songs.
The most popular, Dear Mama.
Who? That's like the main.
That's the-
who,
I'm honestly not a huge fan of Dear Mama, but it's good.
who doesn't?
The
know
second one
It's like the main
is
song.
I Can't Deny It. I'm a strict rider.
This is classic.
California Love?
And California Love.
That's not.
Apart from that, nah, not for me.
Hit him up.
Who?
Hit him up. That's why I was with your wife.
See,
That's one of the coldest diss tracks ever made.
Yeah, it
That's
really
why.
is.
Because you have more history with it, so
Yeah.
I think that shapes more of your.
Me and my girlfriend.
What y'all?
Have you ever? All I need in this life is sin is me and my girlfriend.
Alright.
Bro,
Nah, you can hate me all you want, but hey, that's my opinion.
okay, so I slightly agreed with you when you said he can be overrated because he can, but to say he's trash or
I mean, not trash like
to
to the
just
point where
put
it's
people
like,
like Kendrick is great.
Yeah.
I haven't listened to a ton of Kendrick because I don't listen to rap the way I used to, but I think Kendrick is great. But Tupac had so much influence in so much. To say okay, Tupac as just a musical artist is a little overrated. I can see that, but just flat out trash.
You did say Kanye was better than Tupac. Let's get in on that. Why do you think Kanye was better than Tupac?
Kanye has impacted the music industry a whole lot more than Tupac ever did. Tupac's sound, it's gone.
True.
Nobody raps like him anymore, or his sound of music.
Soul.
Kanye's style.
But
What he did
Kanye's style
with
has
his
always
music?
changed though, because Kanye, I would say, and he's one of my favorite rappers. Just his discography, I hate him as a person. I can't stand him as a person, but his music,
He's
I love
active
Kanye's music. I
He's
love his
active
albums.
music.
Some albums I think are like some of my favorite albums. But he's changed. 808 and Heartbreaks sounds different than Graduation. Sounds different than Late
Yeah.
Registration.
Yeah.
Sounds different than My Dark Twisted Fantasy. So he's changed. So I think he's had more opportunity to impact people. But imagine Kanye only had like Late Registration and College Dropout, and then he died, and that was forever known as his style.
Yeah.
I don't think he would have translated as influential as he is now because he had more time.
He was pretty good at the time though when those two came out. Like
Yeah, he
they were
was
like Kanye,
great.
but like nah, he wouldn't last
Because
now.
it's not like his lyrics that changed something. It's the way he produced his music.
Yeah,
like
that's
the
what I'm saying.
type
He
of
produced
instruments he
music too,
made,
that-
his voice, like he used that as a beat, and people were like, "That's a new, different sound." So let's take that, and hip hop has like just kind of
Like, are you talking about
Grown out
when he
from
started like using auto tune and all that,
Yeah,
like with
all that.
808s?
all that. And with Tupac, he had a certain type of flow of music, type of style.
Gangsta rap.
And nowadays you don't hear that.
I think
no more.
now it's more like
Somebody know that.
it's the well. I think like everything changed. Like hip hop is not hip hop anymore.
It's
Rap
not hip-hop.
isn't rap anymore.
It's different now.
I'm not sure if have you guys seen that 50 Cent movie, Get Rich or Die Trying?
No.
Y'all never saw the 50 Get Rich or Die Trying? Y'all
No,
gotta see
who
Get Rich or
watches
Die Trying.
50 Cent's documentary?
Yeah. Who watches 50 Cent?
It's a movie. It's not just a documentary, but it's a movie, Get Rich or Die Trying. It's a certified hood classic.
Hard pass.
Anyways, in the beginning of the movie, there's a line he says he's a line that
Sounds familiar.
Get Rich or Die Trying. Anyways, in the beginning of the movie, there's a line he says that resonates with this, or that I can apply to this, where he's showing that his uncle, everybody in the hood is trying to be a rapper. And right before that, he says, ever since Tupac came out, or ever since Tupac came and went, you know, everybody wants to be a gangster rapper. Everybody wants to be a gangster rapper.
That's true.
And I think that from Tupac stemmed rappers like 50 Cent, ended up stemming rappers from the West Coast, Snoop Dogg, all that. I think all that stems from Tupac. So to really look at the panorama and say all these kind of branch off of Tupac to where if Tupac didn't exist, these might not have existed.
I mean, but look at Biggie though.
Biggie wasn't really a gangster rapper though.
But
Yeah, but that's the same type of rap.
No.
Music.
No, not really. Because
Not
do you
same
think
lyrics,
Tupac is
but
more gangster
same
than
sound.
Biggie?
his style of rap.
His
Him as a
style of
person,
rap.
Oh yeah,
Tupac.
it sounds
Tupac was-
Tupac sounds a little more hood than Biggie, but I feel you can't really compare West Side like Snoop or I feel like they have different sounds. Like I don't know, like Texas, like South has different sounds than the West and North. So I feel like it's just a personal taste type thing. Because I grew up with the South music.
I think he had way too much influence to call him. I can't see anybody putting Tupac out of their top 10.
Do you think Tupac inspired Snoop or like other like gangster raps come from the West?
Yeah, definitely, 100%.
Bro, it's like saying Michael Jackson's not your favorite hip hop star.
Hip hop.
Pop, King of Pop.
No hip hop
Star.
Nah, well, I think those are different. But I think Pac influenced the West Coast gangster rap, and not only that, but even 50 said 50 in his movie and everything was in the East. He says ever since Tupac, everybody, even in the East Coast, wanted to be. Now they have different slang, dialect, so theirs didn't sound like Tupac's. But I think even gangster rap from the East originated from Pac.
Yeah, it's kind of close with mine out. It's just that he's overrated for his music. I don't know. I said it differently from when I started, but
You went all out hate against Tupac. Bro. You can't take it back. You better keep that same energy, bro.
When you started off saying I think he was overrated, and I was like,
yeah.
and then you were like, he's trash.
Biggie was better.
Okay,
You can say Post Malone was better.
all right,
What's the little people?
Sergio.
My opinion is,
No, what's your?
that fruit juice never tastes like the fruit. And I hate it.
Fruit juice.
Because I don't like mango juice, and I love mangoes. And I like
So would it
grape
be-
juice, but I don't like grapes.
So would it be that fruit juices are trash?
No, because I like grape juice, but I don't like grapes.
I don't get it.
So
What's your unpopular opinion?
That they don't match. Fruit and the fruit juice are not the same.
so that fruit,
That's
tastes-
kinda
so
more
that
like
fruits are
fat.
trash.
Yeah, I think everybody knows that.
No, because mango is good and the mango juice is not good.
Have you tried Jumix though? Jumix? Nothing.
Oh wait, man, that one. But then see, that's
Apart from that,
What about just like regular fruit, like the juice from the fruit, not like the
Like-
artificial one, but like squeezed?
like what? Man? like where?
like homemade.
You
I mean,
make your own.
Yeah.
But it you have to add like
No sugar.
Yeah, it's not.
But that's the main thing is like now they added a bunch of different things to their.
I've never had other than like maybe like banana or coconut water too.
I hate coconut
I don't like
flavored
coconut,
stuff.
yeah, I like
I
coconut.
like coconut.
Soccer's
Super
overrated.
Bowl. We can talk football.
Soccer's boring. I hate soccer with a
I
passion,
hate
bro.
people's like reason is like, well, you only put kicking the ball from
Like,
one side to
also-
the other. Every sport, you take the ball from one
Also-
side to the
Yeah,
other.
but it's more exciting.
Sport, no.
I'll say this
With football,
with soccer, I can watch Peru play soccer
Yeah.
and love it, and maybe it's because of my pride in my country and their team. But like if you sat me there and be like, hey, we're gonna watch Mexico versus Germany, I'm like, I don't care.
Yeah.
Bro. I
Yeah,
really
it has to
don't
be a
care.
specific team. Like if I'm
Only
watching
time I
this-
watch soccer is the Final Cup, which is like every 4 years or so.
The World
6
Cup?
years?
the World Cup.
5? Yeah,
The World Cup's 4.
4 years. That's
Was it
if I
supposed to
do
be
watch
this year
it.
and then they postponed it? Oh, that's the Olympics.
Yeah, this year I think it was supposed to be Copa America. But
But Super Bowl. Let's talk Super Bowl predictions.
I think Chiefs, AFC.
Chiefs for sure. Packers. I hope the Packers make it.
Packers. I'm thinking Packers.
I'm thinking Packers, bro.
Who they got against them in the NFC?
I just don't like y'all.
Saints.
No, I like the Packers. I
beat
just like
the
Daniel.
Saints.
I
The,
don't
Saints,
like
the
that.
Saints can be exposed, and they've shown it.
Saints don't got nothing on this NFC, and I know it's not the Cowboys.
What's the Packers' weak point? Their defense?
Not even. They've well these past couple games their defense has stepped it up, and in our offense we got a new running back.
How's
AJ
your
Dillon.
offensive line?
Why'd you got a new running back for? I think you guys had Aaron Jones.
Yeah.
Aaron Jones and Jamal Williams. I don't know. I think one of them got injured. Jamal Williams was injured. But yeah, our
I don't
offense.
see Packers. I don't see it.
I see the Packers.
I don't see it.
Aaron Rodgers been
Seahawks.
going
I
off.
only see the Packers
Seahawks.
going to the NFC Championship game and then losing.
They always do. Yeah, they always
Losing
do.
to somebody else.
But who though?
They lost against the 49ers, but the 49ers isn't a team anymore. And now is the Seahawks, and they always play the Seahawks, and they
I
always
think
win
whoever wins
against
the
the playoffs.
NFC East. fantasy least.
But Chiefs, okay, Chiefs and Steelers.
I hope the Chiefs lose in the Super Bowl. I'm praying to God.
I
They're so
Chiefs.
overhyped.
No, Chiefs.
Chiefs will beat the Steelers?
Heck yeah. Heck yeah. 100%.
Why do you think the Steelers have been going on?
Bonds.
Steelers are frauds.
Steelers are
straight up.
bonds.
I'm looking at the camera too. It's like literally.
I want to look at every Steelers fan and tell y'all are buns. So buns. Because y'all thought y'all were so great, and then y'all got beat 3 weeks in a row to the
Corvette.
to the Bungles, the Browns, and who they ended up losing?
Everybody in the division. I don't know about the last one. Titans? Nah, it's Titans.
No, it wasn't the Titans.
Almost lost to the Cowboys, but got saved
And
by the
Washington.
Reds.
Washington, the Washington football team.
The no-name team?
Y'all are trash. Y'all are complete trash. And the reason I say this is because I know Steelers fans that every year that the Cowboys do somewhat good, they're always like, y'all overrated.
Like, we know it. We just say it.
I say at the most the Steelers get to the
First
second
round.
round.
Oh.
Second round.
Second round.
That's bold.
Tennis, the Titans.
If
Do y'all think
actually they're gonna have a bye week, right?
Who?
Steelers?
Yeah.
I think so.
I don't know.
If they have a bye week, they lose their first game.
I think that they already. No, I think
Do you think they have a bye week?
If they have a bye week, they lose their first game, which will be the second round, the semifinals.
I guess tomorrow we're gonna see who's gonna be in the playoffs straight up. Who's gonna go against who tomorrow, right?
Yeah.
After all
Yeah,
Yeah, I think tomorrow they figure out who's the wild card, who's in like just first
Yeah.
and stuff.
The next one is top 3 video games.
This year?
Top
or
three,
last year or
top 3 video games all time. Personal opinion, not what you think is the greatest video game or what you think should be the greatest video game. Personally,
But what
your
you think?
favorite 3 video games of all time.
Franchises or just
you don't necessarily have to put
just
them in
whatever
order.
you want.
You don't necessarily have to put them in order, but just explain why. So I'll go
It's
first.
hard.
Number 1 for me would be Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. Grand Theft Auto San Andreas was it was the first Grand Theft Auto that I beat the whole game. I actually went through the whole game. I played Vice City. I played 3. I played 2, I think, on the PlayStation 1.
Yeah, they're old.
But San
With the
Andreas,
Sky View?
yeah, with the Sky View. I played that. I'm old, but I played that one. But San Andreas was the first one I played all the way through, and every few years I'll buy it on the PlayStation 4 or whatever lately the PlayStation 4, and I'll run through the game again, and it's freaking amazing. It's freaking amazing. I love the whole layout. I love the map. I love the story. I love everything on Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. Number 2 would be hard,
Facts.
but I would say Smash Bros. Just the group, the group of games, Super Smash Bros. I always remember playing it growing up, and even as an adult, it's just a game that I always associated with friends. I know most people associate Mario Kart. I didn't really play Mario Kart too much with my friends, but always with my friends and my cousins, I remember playing Super Smash Bros. Kirby, I'll stomp you. I'm Kirby main all the way.
Yoshi.
But Super Smash Bros. Just because it's gone on forever. I can never play it by myself, but it's one of those games I love playing with friends. And 3, honestly, I gotta put Overwatch.
Good.
I gotta put Overwatch for me. I played Overwatch for 3 years. I played Overwatch for 3 years. I don't think I can't think of a game that I've played longer, and just because I'm a competitive person, I love the competitiveness of it. I love the trash talking in it. It can be super toxic. It can be extremely toxic if you let it. If you let it.
We all look at it.
But I love playing. That's a game I play with these 3 guys too. I played with them for years.
Maybe get some gameplay in the future.
We'll get some gameplay out.
Definitely get gameplay on Overwatch.
Squad.
But I've played other games between then. I always play Madden. I always play 2K. I always take a break and play other games, but I always go back to Overwatch. I've always gone back to Overwatch these last 3 years, and I think it's a great game.
It's all reliable. You
Yeah.
can rely on it pretty good. Me, I don't know. It's hard. I haven't played too many games like that, but for the games I've played, I'm a big fan of the Spider-Man games. The one I really liked was Miles Morales. I know it came out like a few months ago, but that game is hard.
Is that good?
That's a good game. The action on it is dope. The swinging is dope. You can swing for like an hour and you won't get bored. I'm telling you.
But is his turn when he dives off of the top of buildings filled with that exaggeration?
Swagger. It is actually. Yeah. That I don't know where I put in my top 3. I'd say 3. 2. I don't know. Like I said, I haven't played games like that. Like a lot of games. My number 1 though is Resident Evil 4. That's my top game. I played that game. I don't know how many times. I beat it back and forth. I maybe play that game and then you beat it. You get that RPG at the end where like infinite ammo. You just run through the whole freaking missions. I don't know about the second one.
If you just had to throw one in there.
Smash.
I don't know.
Your sister.
MK.
If you just had to throw one
I'd say Overwatch because that's. I mean, I do go back to it every time I'm bored of another game. It's just.
Don't we all? Every time a game comes out, we just a couple months later we're all just on Overwatch again.
Yeah.
That's
That's it for me.
I gotta go retro
Okay.
and say
Pac-Man.
Snake.
Very solid. Pong. Those were the good games, man. Some of the old ones were good.
No, Mario for sure.
Like Super Mario?
Bros, yeah.
64.
Oh, Mario Bros?
Bros, yeah. Oh, gee,
Not sure. I forgot
We
about
did
that.
go off on that game.
Forgot.
We really did go off on that game.
I kind of wanted to say Halo. I kind of still do.
Were you big on Halo like that?
Yeah, we had Halo and it was pretty cute.
I know your top 3. Or one of your top 3.
And the last one has got to be there was another group game that we played in the GameCube. It was like Monkey Ball.
Oh yeah, the
Balls.
Monkey Ball game. Yeah, that's a good game.
I
Monkey
don't
Balls.
remember what that is.
That's a good game.
It's like a party game where like there's a bunch of monkeys in like a
Monkey
ball,
Party Ball, I think that's what it's
ball
called.
like that, and you just have to walk through the obstacles.
Yeah.
Like
And
Fall
it's-
Guys, but like monkeys in a
I
ball.
think you control the
That
thing
ball.
or the
The
ball.
ball.
Oh, and it's
Yeah.
like
It's like
it
like
moves.
Fall Guys, but
it's a fun game. I'll promise you that game is amazing.
yeah.
I
That
think-
one was a ball, especially because
You went-
GameCube. You had 6 controllers on the GameCube.
Yeah.
You went all over.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Well, Halo, yeah, Dante.
I mean, it's the first one is the one that I'm thinking about. Yeah, so I mean,
It was Halo 3, I think we had.
oh, but yeah. First one we played, but yeah.
Now, before you go, Daniel, I'm going to replace Overwatch with Black Ops.
Yeah.
The
I
OG
was like, why is no one saying that? I was thinking. I was like, and I was no one saying Black Ops.
I think that's my number
Or like Call
one.
of Duty at least.
Dang.
Yeah, Black Ops is my number 1, bro.
Yeah.
That game is.
Yeah, you know what? I gotta.
Game's
I'm
amazing.
gonna take out Smash. I gotta take out.
I think we're
Smash.
gonna take out.
I gotta take out.
Overwatch.
No, I can't take out Overwatch. I've spent
was your first
Overwatch
game?
ever since Black Ops 1. Overwatch is the only game I played till 3, 4 in the morning. I've gotten off the game feeling pissed. I've gotten off the game feeling nice.
Well, they had the Overwatch, right? Every time we play Overwatch.
Yeah, no, for Overwatch, yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why I have to leave Overwatch.
Oh.
Because ever since Black Ops 1, Overwatch has been the only game that I've played that much to where I can't believe you're not you can't put Overwatch. We spent entire days, like entire Saturdays
I get
on Overwatch.
I get mad. I don't like getting mad.
It's like but I'd have to replace Smash with Black Ops 1.
Yeah, dude, I
my
forgot
God,
about Black Ops 1.
Yeah, I was gonna say it, but it was I was like, nah, that monkey game. was
Yeah, I
like-
was like, why is I saying that? I was like, Black Ops.
Black Ops.
I wasn't
is-
Call of Duty, nothing.
Black Ops 1.
No.
Alright, Danny.
All right, I'm gonna go with specific games.
No.
So Battlefield 3, Gears of War 3, and
Overwatch 3.
No, I was gonna say. Oh, I had another one. No, I had another one, but
Sonic.
this is gonna sound kind of whack.
It's already
But
chess.
nah, I was gonna go with Minecraft. Cause it's just you built and you just do nothing, and it came. Oh, I've been playing Minecraft since like 10 years. I think it came out in 2010, back from like the beginning, and I used to spend so much time on that. And it like now, even now, it's still the most played game like in like, Europe, and it's really nice to just do whatever.
OGs know when it was free on the phone, bro.
No, that's way before that. I know before that, but actually no. I take the Minecraft. Kingdom Hearts 2. Kingdom Hearts 2. Yes, Kingdom
Bro,
Hearts
the
2.
third has all of them.
No, so it's Battlefield 3, Gears of War 3, and Kingdom Hearts 2. Mainly because I enjoyed playing each of those games. Like I just feel they were peak game, like multiplayer, story, graphics of their time.
How come nobody says Zelda?
You don't want to play Zelda.
I wasn't making it.
But Pokemon's another one too. That's we grew up playing Pokemon.
How did you say you were surprised nobody said any of the Call of Duties or Black Ops?
And you
didn't
and
say it.
I said Battlefield.
That's not
Yeah, but it's
Black Ops or Call of Duty.
Well, because y'all play it.
Yeah,
Y'all don't play Battlefield.
I played it for a while. It's good.
It's a good.
It's a good one.
That was the game. That's the game we just. It's a good game.
Yeah.
That's it. Those are my top 3.
Okay. All right, guys. That is episode 1 of Got Caught Thinking. Is it in 4K or just Got Caught Thinking?
Just
Got
Got Caught Thinking.
Dot.
We'll see you guys next time.
2K.
Louis D. Caesar, Ultra
Peace
Video
out.
Game, Daniel. Peace out.